Welcome to Unprofessional Movie Reviews. We just watched the Oscars. Did you?
I did.
We did together.
With you.
We were on the same couch in this house, in this room.
All day from Minneapolis to get here. After I was.
That's 5 hours for you people who don't know where we are.
7.5 hours from Fargo to Minneapolis.
If one of our 10 viewers doesn't know where we're from.
Yeah. Don't dox me, but... So, yeah, we watched the Oscars. It was great.
Yeah, we watched the Oscars. We're going to run down. I might just shake my head when he reads out the category if it doesn't mean anything to us. I'm going to start off saying fuck you to two people. Then I'm going to end it screaming the title of a movie with all the passion and love.
That I won't get because I didn't watch it.
You still haven't watched it!
I'll watch it. I will.
I'll get to the big one, the other stuff when we get to it. But first I'm going to say... Fuck you, Linklater! You suck! Oh! You suck! All right, suck. I really enjoyed Birdman, or Boyhood. I really enjoyed Boyhood, but...
You weren't going to win,
You didn't fucking win, motherfucker.
And you weren't
Everyone predicted you would, but you fucking got fucking fucked. It's awesome. I'm so happy. You're really talented. I'm sorry, but I'm so happy about who won. We'll get to that later.
Kudos to you for working on a movie for 12 years.
12 years. No, really. You're really great. And I'm going to say... Fuck you, Eddie Redmayne, because I really wanted Keaton to win that. And then I'm going to just scream out, spoiler alert, if you didn't watch the Oscars, Birdman for the win! Sweet.
And the reason I'm looking at my phone is because you were saying, fuck you, Linklater. Boyhood didn't win anything.
Oh, really? Now I feel bad. No, Patricia Arquette did.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. All right. Start from the bottom up.
I'm wrong. From the bottom up. Okay. The writing original screenplay, Birdman.
You don't have anything to say about this? I actually do. I think that writing is impeccable, and I think the entire movie is impeccable, but there's something about that writing where it literally looks like every character wrote for themselves because these characters are popped, and popping of characters don't start with the actors, they start with the writing. And all those writing, all those characters written so perfectly. All right, moving on.
Okay, writing adapted screenplay, The Imitation Game.
Neither of us saw Imitation Game.
No. And we will move on to visual effects. For this one, before we talk about the winner, I wanted Guardians of the Galaxy to get this one.
Me too.
For each of these categories, I didn't see every movie. I just somehow knew cosmically which ones were going to win. We'll talk about that later.
We probably could have started with what we're doing here.
Yeah, well...
me and him, if you guys didn't do this at home, we are traditionalists and we guessed all the winners. I pride myself on following a lot of critics and a lot of reviewers, and I try to be the fucking motherfucker who knows things.
And I follow my gut.
And he follows his gut, and he swamped me.
But, well,
I won what? I guessed like 8. You only missed 4.
Yeah.
He got almost everything right.
I'll post a screenshot of my list in the comments. But
yeah,
I had a separate category for ones that I saw, and I would pick out of the ones that I saw. I only saw like half of each category. And then I also posted my prediction for which one was going to win, and I got all but 4.
Yep, he kicked my ass. And then we made a wager before this. The wager was the loser does shots. We didn't end up buying any liquor. This is beer. It's 14.1% fucking delicious beer.
It's really tasty.
Yeah, I know, it's delicious.
Barley wine.
This shitty beer, I will be trying to chug. I'm not good at chugging. So it will be just as painful for you guys to watch it as it is for me to do it.
So let's move on to the next category.
It's what I get for losing. All right, next category.
Category is, visual effects. We didn't touch on the winner. The winner was Interstellar.
Which I guessed.
Yeah. I predicted Interstellar, but my pick would have been Guardians of the Galaxy because, especially Drax the Destroyer. Oh. His body paint is amazing.
Which wouldn't
I
they
think they're
cover that in
prosthetics,
makeup
too.
and hairstyle? No, that would have been in visual effects.
Well, yeah, because I
Yeah.
mean, it was body paint and then also computerization because you can't use makeup to make the lighting on like the bioluminescent parts of his body.
Stick. Yeah.
Moving on. Sound mixing went to Whiplash.
He didn't see Whiplash. Whiplash, I'm going to get into... No, you know what? I'll get into Whiplash. Yeah, I'll get into it later because I have something to say. But watch Whiplash if you haven't. That movie deserved every Oscar it won.
Yep. Next category.
He hasn't.
Sound editing. American Sniper.
Moving on.
Moving on. Live action short. We didn't see any of these.
Yeah, we didn't see any of them.
The correct...
Sorry, guys.
The winner was...
Put them on YouTube.
Yeah.
We can't find them anywhere.
The winner was The Phone Call. No idea what it's about. No idea anything about it. I did very little research.
Good job, though, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I really liked your guys' Oscar speech. It's really weird.
I missed it. I was
ridiculous. It was really ridiculous.
Production design went to the Grand Budapest Hotel. Well earned.
That's the one that I haven't seen, which is like the only one that you saw and I didn't.
My roommate, shout out to my roommate, Mikey, he is the biggest Wes Anderson fan that I've ever met and I've ever heard of.
Good thing to be a fan of.
Yeah, and he had me watch this movie, and the production design I knew was going to win the second I saw the movie, because Wes Anderson's movies are always visual candy. But this one was a whole other set because it didn't...
Really?
I mean, like you saw Moonrise Kingdom, it was a lot of wilderness
Moonrise
shots.
Kingdom's my favorite Wes
Right,
Anderson.
but it's a lot of wilderness shots.
Yeah, a lot. It's
But-
like all.
But production design, you
Big,
had a hotel and a pastry shop. You had all these wonderful canvases and all these wonderful opportunities to create environments and buildings and items and maison
Now, before
scene.
we move on, we're going to talk about Grand Budapest Hotel again on this list. But I'm going to say right away, where would you rank it in Wes Anderson movies?
Well,
Don't forget about Royal Tenenbaums.
that one's my favorite. I was going to say Royal Tenenbaums is always my favorite.
Yeah.
It's still my favorite.
I'm going to do my impression of Gwyneth Paltrow.
I would say that it's probably my second favorite Wes Anderson film.
Really?
Yeah, Moonrise Kingdom is a third. I didn't care for Life Aquatic, actually.
I'm with you on Life Aquatic. I wouldn't say I didn't care. It was a good movie. It wasn't like, oh my god, people got to see this movie.
Didn't enjoy it. And was it Rushmore? I think was also Wes Anderson.
Rushmore got me on the performances, but Wes Anderson didn't.
He didn't do his
become
thing.
Wes Anderson.
He didn't
yet.
do his thing.
Yeah, Anyways,
it wasn't as art styled. And we're gonna move on to the next category, which is original song. Glory was the winner.
all right.
We both wanted Everything Is Awesome to win.
We both wanted Everything That Is Awesome to win.
To be fair, we're white. We are very white.
I'm not going to get into anything. I think it's a really good song, and I actually really enjoy Common's rapping. We both agree that we enjoy his acting more.
Oh,
Common,
God,
don't
yeah.
stop acting.
Common, please keep acting.
I'm gonna
You're
Atticus,
beautiful.
my cat. Common's a good actor.
But I didn't care much for the song, and we're not going to get into it because that's just.
Yeah, I enjoyed the song, but yeah,
I didn't care much for the song.
but it wasn't because you're racist.
But Everything Is Awesome was the only nomination that Lego Movie had. It should
I'm not going to be the ninth millionth person on the internet to complain about that.
Well, just because it's been said doesn't mean we shouldn't touch on it, though.
I'll say this. I bought a t-shirt online that I was hoping was going to show up before today that had a Lego guy, and even though their hands are like this, a little bit of a finger was coming up, and it was flicking off an Oscar statue,
really
and it said Everything Is Not Awesome.
That's really
I'll be wearing it on a future show when it finally comes in.
Watch it.
But, yeah, no, it completely deserved. I'm going to quote somebody who AMC Movie News, John Campia, and this is who I go off of when it comes to snubs. And we're probably going to talk about snubs maybe again. I don't think a snub, I go off with John Campia's definition, is I don't think a snub is somebody who I think should have got a nomination but didn't. A snub is somebody who could have won.
Who didn't even get
Who didn't get nominated.
And Lego Movie was that for animation.
Lego Movie should have won, and it didn't even get nominated. And I think Big Hero 6 is third.
Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
We'll get to it later.
The next category after original song is original score, which went to the Grand Budapest Hotel. 99% of their score is atmospheric music.
Really?
It's underscoring.
Oh, I like it when they give scores like that.
Yeah, underscoring is wonderful, especially when it's really well done and it fits each scene.
I also like when you get a mixture, like Trent Reznor's score of Social Network, where he does this really, I know, one of my favorite scores ever. The best thing to come out of that year. But yeah, that really good atmospheric, but when he needed it, he had to play some Dead Kennedys.
Yeah.
You know, like, Moving on.
The next category is makeup and hair, and I missed this. This is one of the 4 that I missed. But makeup and hair, I wanted Guardians of the Galaxy, and that was also my prediction. Grand Budapest Hotel.
Me too.
There wasn't a whole lot of hair design in that movie.
I won. I did predict this, but I. Oh wait, no, I failed. No, I won the other one, the set design or whatever. Hair and makeup, I did go with Guardians, and that's just because it turned Benicio del Toro into the Collector, and I thought that kicked ass.
Drax also, he did have makeup and visual effects. We touched on him in visual effects.
Yeah.
Also, I'm really blanking on her name. Gamora? Gamora's green
Not
body
Sodom,
paint was
but the
fantastic.
Yeah.
Also, how they turned Bradley Cooper into a raccoon was amazing.
Yeah.
Have you seen the makeup process for that?
They
Incredible.
they cut his legs off at the knee. It was fucking
I will
crazy.
complain a little bit about Grand Budapest winning that category because there isn't much hair design in that movie, and there's virtually no makeup. Really, the only person who had any really extreme makeup was the girl with the scar on her face.
Really?
That's about
That's
it.
funny, and I'm glad we're not going to be complaining about Bradley Cooper.
Foreign language. Ida.
She didn't win anything.
No idea anything about that.
I really, hopefully next year we'll know more about the foreign language stuff, but we live in North Dakota and we don't have the best out.
And to be fair, I don't usually invest the time in watching a foreign film and read the subtitles unless it's already got buzz and it's something that I've heard about.
Yeah, the last movie we did was a foreign film with subtitles.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it already, you should watch
our City of God one that we just put up.
City of God, Brazilian.
Be the 9th person to watch it.
Yeah, it'd be great. And then the next category after makeup and hair, or after foreign language, is editing. I thought that Boyhood was going to get it, mostly because they were editing 12 years of footage together.
Yeah, holy
which
shit!
Is insane.
I'm sorry, but they should have got it.
Yeah, and I also a friend of mine, Dan, had posted a list of all the cameras used in all of the Oscar-nominated movies this year, and it turns out that Boyhood actually used the same camera, the same 2 cameras through all 12 years of filming.
It's either creative genius or Linklater only had 1 camera.
Well, also, if you use different cameras, if you upgrade your camera, each shoot session is going to change.
Well, also, 12 years isn't a lot in my life or anyone else's life. 12 years is a lot in the life of technology.
Well, I need to find out if that was all digital or if some of it was analog.
Well, that's the thing. 12 years ago, how big was digital?
Right. I have no idea.
It wasn't that big. I don't think so.
I know digital photography was huge. I don't know about digital filmmaking.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, so editing. The winner was Whiplash.
Ooh.
I don't know. Don't know anything about it.
For editing?
Editing.
I gotta rewatch it. It was a very long time ago. I guess I can't really comment on the editing. I know I love the movie. Moving on. I'll talk about Whiplash the most.
Next category was documentary short, Crisis Hotline, Veteran Press 1.
Another thing, it wasn't on YouTube, and we don't have a good outlet that does short documentaries in theaters around here.
And I read some synopses and I read some opinions of a couple of websites, and that's where I got my prediction from.
And you got it right.
I got it right,
yep.
based on my copy.
We're on short documentary?
Yeah.
What did I go with? I can't even remember what I went with right now. I don't think it was that, though.
Isn't that the one that you missed? Because you did live action short and not documentary short.
No, it was the other way around. I did documentary short, but not live action short, and I wrote it in afterwards.
Documentary feature was Citizenfour, the documentary about Edward Snowden.
And we both got that one?
Yep. Next category, directing. This is one that I missed. I thought it was going to be Foxcatcher, based on some of the stories I'd heard about Channing Tatum's meltdown
Bennett
on
Miller.
set.
I wouldn't have gave it to Bennett Miller.
Well, I'm just saying.
And
saying I heard all those stories about. You were telling me about how they had Steve Carell hold that secret in his pocket, and if he couldn't do the scene well, he had to tell about it or whatever, and it made him better. But whatever.
Well, no, I'm gonna comment on directing.
It went to Birdman.
It went to Birdman. It went to very deservedly. It went to Inarritu Gonzalez. God. I can't believe I'm still failing his name. All right, you know who I'm talking about. I went to Birdman, but I bring up that thing about Bennett Miller because I feel like I need to tell you something good about the directing. When I want to tell you something good about how good the directing is in Birdman, I'm just going to point at the fucking DVD because everything about that movie is better than somebody writing a secret and putting it in their pocket.
Right.
That's why he deserved it.
Well, I didn't see it.
Yeah. But no. You will see it,
saying.
and you know, we might do a second review where Billy is just punching himself in the face for waiting this many months to see Bird fucking Man, because that movie's great.
Yeah, Molly will be glad to hear that. The person who recommended that we watch the Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, yeah, Night of the Living Dead.
Our friend Molly.
Yep. She also, actually, I'll jump on our Facebook. She had a prediction, too.
While we're doing that, I'm going to move on to costume design, the Grand Budapest Hotel. We knew that was going to happen. I think both of us knew that.
Yeah, I guess that one, too.
Cinematography, Birdman was the prediction. And
speaking of Birdman, I was currently waving at my girlfriend who didn't like Birdman. I had to point that out.
Tracking shots were just distracting.
Let's see. I wanted Grand Budapest Hotel to win. I didn't see Birdman, but the cinematography in Grand Budapest is great.
It's Wes Anderson.
I
mean, you can't watch a Wes Anderson movie and know 1% about cinematography and not be blown away.
It also walks a fine line between animation, though. A lot of their
really.
Shots. Well, I mean, a lot of his movies do. He has a lot of stop motion.
Well, he also loves a lot of animation. Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Stop motion.
Yeah, stop motion. Yeah.
And then we're moving on to let's see, animated short Feast. This is the pre-show short.
The only
for Big
one
Hero
that
6.
everyone saw, the short in front of Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you right now, it was my favorite part of seeing Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6 was a good movie. I think that short was better than that movie.
That short was more heartfelt than most of Big Hero 6.
That movie, short was beautiful.
It was. I had my issues with it, but they were like really nitpicky. Like, oh, the dog didn't get fat. But Big Hero 6 was also a great movie. If you haven't seen Big Hero 6, you should see it because I really, really enjoyed it. They're great. Yeah, see Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
Give Disney your dollars.
We're not there yet, though. I'm back to Molly. Oh, actually, I'll give her prediction when we get to it. So once we get to Best Actor, don't read it out loud.
Okay. One more thing about Big Hero 6, I just wanted to make sure that people have heard that it recently surpassed Beauty and the Beast in the box office in history.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's now the third largest grossing Disney flick.
It's not Frozen.
I think.
Frozen's number one still.
Yeah, but I think it's the third grossing.
What did it pass? Beauty and the Beast?
Beauty and the Beast.
So it's got to be Lion King second then, right? I'm guessing. Because it's my favorite.
I'm not sure. I just remember hearing Beauty and the Beast got beat by Big Hero 6.
Wow.
Moving on to actress support. Patricia Arquette for Boyhood.
Patricia Arquette, Boyhood's only win.
Yeah.
Which is weird because everyone thought it was going to swap.
Out of everybody else that was nominated for that, I thought it was a clear choice.
I completely
I didn't see
agree
all
with
the movies, but
I saw most, and I agree with you.
Well, based on the synopsis that I've read and the roles that the other women had to play in their movies, I thought Patricia Arquette had the best part, and B delivered a performance I thought automatically deserved to win because she was that good.
That's your clincher, and we brought this up while we were watching it. The best part.
Right.
Now, Laura Dern, I thought was really good and wild, but she had a very. You don't agree?
I still think I think we'll have to look back at the video and see if I said this, but I thought that the mother plot was kind of shoehorned in.
Really?
Yeah.
I
use the word shoehorn a lot now.
Yeah,
that's my new thing. Shoehorn.
Oh. My new thing is eating boiled eggs. I was gonna say I think Laura Dern, regardless of what this fucker thinks, I thought Laura Dern.
I'm not a fucker.
You're a fucker. I thought Laura Dern was really good, but the difference between Laura Dern and Patricia Arquette is Patricia Arquette carried a lot of that movie.
Yeah,
and that's what
because she's acting with children the whole movie.
I think she should have got nominated for Best Actress, but she wouldn't have won it.
Right.
I think they did with her what they did with Christian Bale in Fighter. Is he was a co-lead, but they knew that Best Actor category in that year was stacked with a lot of big actors.
So
that supporting actor wasn't so much, so they pushed him over to supporting, and he swept. And I think that's what happened with Patricia Arquette, is that she was really good, but that wasn't a supporting role.
We'll
she carried a lot of that movie.
About it.
Oh, I would love to review The Fighter. You don't think it was one of the best movies to come out that year? Because I think it was.
We'll talk about it. Supporting actor J.K. Simmons guilted me into calling my mom. I didn't do it, but I will.
His acceptance speech was so good. I loved it. I loved his acceptance speech. And I'm going to ask something to our producer.
Oh, for Whiplash, by the way.
Yeah, for Whiplash. I'm going to ask something to our producer, Billy. You're Billy. Steve-O. We'll get to Steve-O in a second. Sorry, I've been drinking. My thoughts aren't jumbled. It will get to a point all in the end. Whiplash was the first video that me and Taylor did before Billy was here.
I'm not Taylor.
Yes, before Billy was here, me and Taylor did it. Whiplash, we went and saw Whiplash and Birdman in the same day. Wow! We did not know that we were walking out with 50% of the Oscars that day. We didn't. We didn't at all. We were hoping, because we love both those movies, and we walked out of both those movies wishing that we couldn't hear drums ever again. Too many drums! But anyways, what I'm getting at was in the first review we ever did was Whiplash, and I said J.K. Simmons deserved the best supporting actor then. But also, what that review is a clear indication that I actually did lose 15 pounds. This is a beer. You know,
so J.K. Simmons won Best Supporting Actor for Whiplash.
That was my vanity for the moment. But anyways, J.K. Simmons is awesome.
The Oscar for Actress in a Leading Role went to Julianne Moore.
Raise your hand if you're surprised. Crickets. Really, crickets all over the place. Jesus Christ. But we haven't seen it, but I'm sure she deserved it.
Yeah, one thing I want to say, though, is before we started this video, we had a quick conversation about the difference between making a great film and making Oscar bait.
Yes.
And this movie, I haven't seen it, but from what I understand, towed the fine line.
It is Oscar bait.
It's about a woman who prematurely develops Alzheimer's, and it stars like almost entirely A, B-list actors. So it's...
You know, we should probably do a separate video about the difference between Oscar bait and a good movie.
If you want to see that, let us know.
Yeah, well, no, I think I want to do it anyways. No, I really think I do. But yes, anytime a big name actor takes on, or a big name actor and a big director take on I'll make this really quick. This will be a preview for that video. Take on a biopic. It just feels like Oscar bait. Or when they take on a big historical event, Lincoln, Imitation Game.
Selma.
Sounds like Selma.
I'm saying it.
Biopic. Sounds like big Oscar bait. We are not saying these are bad movies. We are not saying they're bad movies. But they definitely have Oscars in mind when they're casted and when they're everything.
When they're planned from the get-go.
When they're planned for the get-go. And when it comes to Still Alice, yes, it's not a biopic, and yes, it has nothing to do with history, but it's just like I Am Sam. It's somebody who's struggling with I Am Sam. It was, a mental disability, but this, it was Alzheimer's. It's somebody struggling with cancer in terms of endearment, or somebody who's struggling with AIDS, Philadelphia, which, yes, Tom Hanks deserved an Oscar, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those feel like Oscar bait movies, and I'm not saying all of them are planned for it, but that's a formula that has won and will forever win, and that's why they feel like Oscar baits.
Right.
Sorry. I had to say all that.
Actor in a leading role, Eddie Redmayne. I called it. I knew he was going to get it. Knew it. We both have.
I told you not to say it.
We both have gripes about this.
I told you not to say it.
Say what?
Who won Best Picture? Molly's prediction.
I didn't. I said leading actor in a male.
Oh no! I said who. Don't say who won leading actor. Molly's prediction for leading actor was the same as mine. I've never met Molly. You're one of my best friends. Thanks for saying Michael Keaton, because it was mine too. Eddie goddamn Redmayne, which I said at the beginning, won. I'm not saying that he did really good.
Eddie Redmayne.
But we were saying there's actors who were due. Eddie Redmayne wasn't due.
No, Eddie Redmayne.
Two of his movies came out in the last few months, and one of them won Best Actor. The other one, he talked like this the entire time.
So bad.
I gave it a 2 and he gave it a 3. Or was it the other way around?
No,
No, that was
3.
it. You gave it a 3 and I gave it a
generous,
2.
I gave it a
And
3.
he was being generous. And I was being awake, which was the most that fucking movie deserved.
No, he hasn't earned.
And he wasn't the best
He hasn't
part.
earned a nomination. You don't earn a nomination based on a single performance. That is not a thing.
Kinda, it's not. No, it's best actor in a picture. It's not best actor ever. I'm sorry, but I have to say that. But it's really hard to give it to people who we know we might not be talking about 5 years from now. Anyways,
moving on to Best Picture.
best goddamn picture.
Drum roll, please.
I'm just gonna. Did you want any more? You still got
I'm
some.
okay. I'm
Fuck
okay.
you, man.
It went to American Sniper. It went to Birdman.
I was like, man, am I really that drunk? Thank God I didn't go to American Sniper.
We both predicted that was going to happen. I still haven't seen Birdman, but I know.
I was
I
so
know people.
happy. Every Oscar prediction list ever of this year went with giving it to Boyhood, but Birdman deserved it. And the fact Birdman got it, I jumped out of the couch when we asked Billy. I jumped up and started yelling.
Yeah, he was punching the air.
I was fucking Birdman! I was so fucking excited.
It's really satisfying when something that you don't think is going to get the credit it deserves finally gets it. Yeah.
Now, and I said right before, I would have been happy with Whiplash too. And that's where both of them come in. What we're saying about Oscar bait movies, Birdman wasn't an Oscar bait movie. I don't think it was. Somebody might disagree.
It fits the categories we were talking about, but that
doesn't,
we
though.
said does not mean that it's Oscar bait.
I don't think it does. But anyways, and I don't think Whiplash does either. And Whiplash wowed me as well. So I would have been happy with either, but thank God Birdman got it. It's the out of the 17, 16 videos that we've done, it's the only time I've ever gave something a 10. And regardless of what my way better half thinks, my girlfriend who's way smarter than me thinks about the movie, I completely loved it.
Okay, so we've talked about the awards. Do you want to talk?
5 times.
Do you want to talk about the event? The event.
Of just the Oscars?
Yeah.
John Travolta needs to keep his fucking hands to himself.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
That was creepy.
So, as everybody knows, for last year that he butchered, you know her real name. I only say Adele Dazeem now.
It's Idina Menzel.
Idina Menzel.
She's Maureen from Rent.
Yeah, Idina Menzel. Sorry, I didn't like that movie. Idina Menzel. What? I didn't. It's not the best musical. Fuck you.
I like Rent.
Well, everyone knows the best musical ever was South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
Fuck you.
Anyways.
Rocky Horror Picture Show is the best musical of all time. Mark it. I said it.
Nope. All right. We'll do a debate one about that. But, fuck. Anyways, so they bring up Menzel and John Travolta, and he apologizes for calling her Adele Dazeem, the wickedly talented Adele
and then
Dazeem.
just keeps touching her jaw.
Yeah, and then he says her name right, but the whole time he's doing this to her. He's just like, I don't know why I said it last time, and the whole time she's like, I'm being raped on live TV. Why is no one doing anything about this? Wow.
I thought Neil Patrick Harris was his jokes were really contrived. I'm pretty sure he had a printer in his dressing room.
Yeah.
And just here's some predictions I had for the Oscars, and then just.
He had some Cambodian war criminal in his dressing room just typing
or an
up
intern.
stuff. Yeah, or an intern, which are Cambodian war criminals.
Interns.
Yeah. I've been one.
Hey,
Yeah,
I am one.
Yeah. I've been 6.
Let's see. The jokes in general fell really flat.
They fell flat,
Do they
but
always
I didn't
fall
think
flat?
they were.
I've never noticed before.
Well, the last Oscar I watched was.
It's like they develop a skit.
Was
while
Ellen
they're
DeGeneres,
backstage.
and I'm not gonna gauge comedy with Ellen DeGeneres. No offense.
Whoa. I'm kidding.
Really?
I'm kidding.
She's like the
kidding.
white Oprah.
She's like the white gay Oprah.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a true story.
But anyways, if you didn't know this is a 30 to 40 minute video when you got into it, of course it was. We're talking about the Oscars. I was on something.
We went for 40 minutes about a list of 10 things.
Yeah, I know. We went for 10 of those minutes on just honorable mentions. Okay, yeah. Any other moments?
Musical performances. Lady Gaga doing the 50th anniversary tribute of Sound of Music in honor of Julie Andrews.
That's cool, I guess.
Yeah, we're always amazed.
Oh, that was Julie Andrews. Sorry.
No, we're always amazed at Lady Gaga when she actually sings.
Yeah, me too.
I wish she would do some musical theater. I'd appreciate
I
it.
like it when she shows up to the red carpet not wearing meat. Actually, I'm lying. I love when she wore meat.
I like it
thought
when
that
she
was
does
awesome.
SNL.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga, you on SNL?
I thought you were going to say S&M. But I had one more. Oh, Neil Patrick Harris's pokes at Snuffs were perfect. David Oyelowo, he's here, everybody. Oh, now you applaud him. Oh my God, I laughed.
Oh, two people who absolutely deserve to be here.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston and David Oyelowo.
Awesome.
Although he pronounced David Oyelowo really funny. Is
Yeah,
that the right way to pronounce it and we're
Oyelowo. He
wrong?
like said it like his tongue
He
was.
said
a
like a yellow wallow or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something weird.
Like,
Yeah,
I think I don't. Maybe he's right and we're wrong.
and God, what was
probably
his
it.
what was his Lego Movie poke? He did a Lego Movie poke too.
I wasn't there for it.
But yeah. Also on the
Tegan and
performances.
Sarah are not good live.
Yeah, Tegan
singing
and
that
Sarah
song.
are apparently not good when they're not auto-tuned, which I guess
For that
is,
song. For that
song.
Their usual music. I actually
Very
really like
talented
Tegan and
people.
Sarah, but them singing "Everything Is Awesome" live was really odd.
I
was
guess that's
weird.
just our generation. When things aren't auto-tuned, they're not good anymore.
Everything is awesome.
No, I was actually going to keep talking about Everything is Awesome. I'm just going to bring up the fact that they gave Lego Oscars to people who didn't win Oscars. I thought that was really cool.
I also wanted to talk about
Legos.
an animation candidate that neither of us really knew a whole lot about.
Princess Kaguya?
Yeah. Those of you know, I've worn
He's a
T-shirts
Ghibli
on the
fan.
show. I'm a huge Ghibli geek. I love Miyazaki.
Yeah. Well, who doesn't?
My Neighbor Totoro is my favorite cartoon I've ever seen. I watched it for the first time when I was 2.
I'm going to go with Spirited Away. Is actually my
Spirited
favorite
Away is
out of all
also
of them.
great.
It's the only one I get.
Spirited Away.
I'm not
one of the
smart enough for those
first
movies.
candidates for the animated feature. Oscar.
Yep, of 2001.
2001.
We talked about that earlier.
Yes, we did. We not on camera, but we talked about it amongst ourselves. But anyway, the Lady Kaguya, right?
Princess Kaguya.
Princess Kaguya.
The Tale of Princess Kaguya.
I think that's the right.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's it.
I'm a huge Ghibli geek. Had no idea that movie came out. I had no idea. I didn't even know that.
I found out like
Chloe
3
Grace
days ago.
Moritz did voicing for it too.
Yeah.
Which kind of sounds like Dakota
I knew-
Fanning doing voicing for Totoro, which happened. We will never forget.
I knew it got nominated, but I didn't know it was.
I didn't know it was a thing.
I didn't know it was Ghibli until.
Well, that's because the art styling is so
2 days.
drastically
It's different. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
I've only seen the
it's
trailer,
very, very
and I want to
different.
see that movie. But I only
Yeah.
see the trailer, and it really looked like it went through a sketchbook that was just watercolor
Yeah,
on white.
like,
it was just beautiful.
Oh crap! I forget the name. It's a specific type of Japanese art.
Yeah.
I can't remember. What
I
it's
can't remember
called.
the name, and I went to
the only
like,
thing that springs to
art
mind is a
school.
Photoshop filter called Sumi, but that's not it.
No.
Yeah,
Don't
I
give
know.
credit to an ancient Chinese or Japanese animation.
That's
Photoshop.
all I can think of. Anyway, it's like Japanese woodcutting or something. But shut up.
It's like samurai or something. I don't know.
It's like sushi or
It's like sake.
God damn it.
But
Yeah, Studio Ghibli. Want to see it? We'll do a review of it eventually.
Song of the Sea is the other nomination for animated.
Yeah, I watched
that
the trailer for that. That
I
looked
didn't
really-
even see the
It
trailer.
looked good. Oh, the trailer looks
Really?
gorgeous.
I have no idea anything about that movie.
They
I
have
don't know
some
the
interesting
animation
use of
style.
texture.
I don't know anything.
They have some really interesting use of texture.
Is it 2D or 3D?
Mixture?
All right,
Like,
maybe I gotta
have
check
you
it
seen
out
the
now.
trailers for Over the Garden Wall on Cartoon Network?
No.
It's like it reminds me of that. You should check it out.
Is it anything like Attack on Titan?
No, it's
that I'm not
it's
interested
not anime. But Attack on Titan, great show.
Yeah.
That deserves an Oscar.
Oh yeah, let's get to the reason I'm here.
Oh yeah, okay. So we had a bet going. Whoever had the most predictions wrong would have to chug a beer on camera.
Well, it was gonna be a shot, but I didn't have any liquor.
yeah,
So you can keep talking because I'm gonna be drinking it. I can't chug.
Let me tell you all the reasons why Nickelback is the greatest band of all time. Okay, I'll hit you back. I don't care if you're chugging. Well, we've also talking about maybe the possibility of doing some video game reviews. That'd be fun.
Just
Your eyes are
talk about something. I know no shit. Talk about something that isn't Nickelback or video games.
Okay.
Talk about movies. This is movies.
Fine, we'll talk about movies. We already talked about City of God, so I can't talk about that. I've been watching a lot of Friends lately. If you don't know, Friends is on Netflix. That's not a movie; it's a TV show. My favorite movie of all time is The Science of Sleep. If you get a chance, you should watch that. It's by Michel Gondry, who also directed Be Kind, Rewind. Didn't write it, though, but he wrote and directed Science of Sleep, from what I understand.
It was way faster than I thought it would.
Oh, you're done?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry if that was anticlimactic, but I didn't want a shotgun in the middle of the living room.
Yeah, so...
especially with my girlfriend's right there.
Anything more you want to say? Like and subscribe.
Yeah, we got all that stuff.
Give us comments,
you guys have seen that before.
What are the two movies we're thinking about doing later?
It was
Revenant and
Revenant's next Oscar season.
Shit, yeah.
We're the next movie we're probably gonna do is Lazarus Effect.
If you have a suggestion for something else that you want us to see that's coming out,
if you guys want us to see Everly, if anyone besides me has ever heard of Everly, then we'll do it. But I think I'm the only one who saw that, or saw anything
I've heard
about
good things
it.
about Lazarus Effect. So
I didn't hear anything good about Lazarus Effect, but I really like the guy from The League, and I really like the guy from Community. So we'll do that. We're also going to do at least Night of the Living Dead for somebody who requested it. Also Molly, another shout out to Molly. And I got one more shout out. I was at work during the first part of this, and thank you, Julianne Two Bears, for texting me the winners. Somebody who I haven't talked to since high school, and I asked Facebook who's watching the Oscars, and she's the only one who liked it. And I started messaging her like, who's winning? So thank you for keeping me updated. And thank you guys for watching it. Thank you for sitting through another 36 minutes of us just fucking doing nothing. And bring on the next Oscars. Yeah. Clinkies.
Bye!
Bye!